Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back. I'm on the line right now with my friends down in Brazil, NGO Radio Terra. Thanks, Lon. We're gonna get back to the lesson. All right. Thanks a lot. Bye. Okay. So, all right, cool. So we are back, and I apologize for the technical delay. We're gonna give you guys a full half hour today. But yeah, let's get right into some essentials. So I'm gonna put on the click. We're gonna play to the click because one should always get comfortable playing to the click. Last week I got my ass beat by the click, and I still kept it going because that's part of what this is. This is a growing experience, and I'm never ashamed to mess up. I strive for perfection, but that is only something I strive for. Everything else is intention and preparation. So that's what I'm helping you guys with, is preparing for these gigs. So let's get these essential grooves. So let's just start with a basic shuffle. This is super important. I'm gonna switch my bass drum sound. All right, here we go. And this is just a basic shuffle, all right? And the shuffle is comprised of the eighth notes being continuing. So not, but. And not straight. Not that, but this. And you can do it a couple different ways. You can have the bass drum go along with the hi-hat. Or you can have the bass drum have a little space in it. Or you can just do quarter notes on the bass drum. In the left hand, we can do a couple of things. Just 2 and 4. We can also add some ghost notes. So ghost notes are little teeny beats in between bigger beats, and they really add flavor. So like this. And then when you add the kick drum, gets nice and thick. So let's put on the click. So, let me show you an Art Blakey shuffle. This is from the song called "Moanin'," and this is still a shuffle, but it's a bit more of a swing shuffle because it has a broken cymbal pattern. So instead of having a continuous snare pattern, it goes along with the cymbal beat. So, well, kind of. Let me show you. And then the hi-hat is on 2 and 4, because the hi-hat really, really helps thicken out the beat. If you hit the same time as the snare, you get that extra chippiness. So, versus. And then there's the ghost note, the little beat right before the big beat. So not, but right? So we put it all together. Okay, so that's the Art Blakey shuffle. A Texas shuffle is sort of like a jazz shuffle, but you can play it broken on the right hand, or you can play it continuous, but the snare is a little bit less ghost notey, and the tempo is faster. So that's like a Texas shuffle. Stevie Ray Vaughan, you know. All right. Let's talk about my favorite shuffle. This is the Bernard Purdie shuffle. It's a halftime shuffle. Okay, so let's break the Bernard Purdie shuffle down. The Bernard Purdie shuffle consists of an unbroken swung hi-hat part. So in the kick, you're swinging into the one. So one triplet, two triplet, one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet, one. So let one, let two, let three, let four. So I guess it's just let one and let three, right? Actually, I take that back. It's just on one. So pardon me. Like that. So and then it's in halftime. So but this doesn't make it the Bernard Purdie shuffle yet because we have to put the ghost notes in there. So the ghost notes happen on the middle part of the triplet. So one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four trip on the trip. So one triplet, two triplet, three, and then that's the halftime. So one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet, 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 one, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet, one. So with the click. And so you can also put the accent in different places on the kick too for interest. So All right, now we're going to bring it into double time. So snare on 2 and 4 instead of. Right. So. I'm playing where I'm putting the bass drum. I'm playing around with that. Okay, cool. So these are 3 different types of shuffles. Well, actually 4. The standard shuffle. I'll do it to the click. All right. The Art Blakey shuffle. Then we have the Texas Shuffle. But it's got to be a little faster. It's a lot less subtle. It's a little louder, faster. Then we have the Bernard Purdy Shuffle. It's a little fast for that. So 2 types of Purdy shuffles. Let's move on to some different types of grooves here. We're just gonna play a standard rock beat that kind of works for everything. So it's just kicks on 1 and 3 and snare on 2 and 4, straight eighth notes on an open hi-hat on your right hand. So all right, let's play it a little faster. So that's a good rock groove. Let's talk about a funk groove. All right, this is a super important groove to get. It's called The Funky Drummer by James Brown. It's typically between 98 and 100 BPM. So it's got straight 16th notes, but it's not completely straight, right? It's a little swung, kind of in between in the cracks. So and it's got some hi-hat openings. So it's got some ghost notes and it's got some kicks. So I'm gonna put it all together. This is it slow. All right, faster. So we're going to put on the click. Here we go. All right, let me slow that down. That's the hi-hat. As you can see, let me show you my left foot. hopefully you can see my left foot in the corner of the third window. Right? So this is just feet and left hand. Hi-hat. All right, now let's speed it up. All right, now let's take it to the full tempo. So that's for me. That's difficult to get into. Let me try one more time. That's a workout on the right hand, I'll tell you. Okay, so that's the funky drummer. Let's focus on a Latin rhythm. This is particularly a salsa pattern. So it's called a cascara. 3-2 clave. And then this is the bass part. So let's put it with the click. So 3-2 clave on the left hand. Cascada on the right hand. And then hit you with the kick pattern. And then I'm putting 1 and 3 on my left foot. And it's important that when you do the cascada that everything isn't all on the bell. It's got to be a combination of kind of the ghost notes are on the shoulder of the cymbal and the predominant notes are on the bell. So or you can also play 2 and 3 in the left hand. So you can go. Or you can play 3-2, which is. So with the click. Ooh, that's really hard to play slow. Woo, that's a challenge to play slow. Let's play it fast. A little faster. Turn it up a little more. That's 2-3 clave. While we're here on kind of the Afro-Cuban, Afro-Brazilian vibe, let's go ahead and play a bossa nova. And there's a couple different variations with this, but so it's like 16th notes, kind of swung and straight at the same time. And the clave is different, right? It's not the or the or right? It's or if you started on the 1, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. So that's if we're counting it in 8th note. Let's count it as a 16th note. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, right? So with the kick, which has this ostinato, and an ostinato is a continuing rhythm that happens underneath other rhythms that change. So also the thing about some Brazilian rhythms is that they aren't necessarily thought of in 4/4 time, but thought of as in 2/4. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E. So think of the loop as being half as long. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and also, because to my knowledge, bossa nova is a bit of a samba slowed down, or it is samba slowed down, and there's many different surdo patterns, which is the kind of the bass drum of a lot of Brazilian rhythms, and it's a low sound. It's on the 2, right? It's not on the 1, it's on the 2. So 1, 2, 1 E, 2 E, and 1 E, and a 2 E, and a 1 E, and a 2, instead of 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. It's semantics, but I was trained by a couple of really, really great Brazilian musicians and American musicians who understood Brazilian music, and they taught me about thinking in terms of cut time, 1 and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a, rather than 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, for the Brazilian vibes. So obviously I know we have a lot of Brazilians in the chat too, so please fill me in on what I could do to improve my bossa nova. But for now, I'm just demonstrating what it is that has worked for me on different gigs. So here on the 2, we'll speed it up a little bit. Back on 2. Cool. So to recap, we've got the shuffle, standard shuffle. We've got the Texas shuffle. Or we got the Bernard Purdy shuffle. We have the Art Blakey shuffle. We've got a rock groove. Sped up. We have a funk groove. This is called Funky Drummer. We have a salsa pattern, which has the cascara, the 3-2 or 2-3 clave, and the tumbao pattern in the foot. I try and put quarter notes on the downbeat to my left foot. So. Just switch the cascara pattern to fit the clave better. In a bossa nova pattern. And those should be enough grooves to get you through some gigs. And next week we'll do part 2 because there's so many rhythms. And right now I'm going to take us home by doing about 5 minutes of call and answer. So I'm going to play 4 bars and you'll play 4 bars. Y'all, I could sit here and play with you guys all day, but I do have to go. I got to catch a plane. I'm headed off to Reunion Island, and I will be checking you guys out next week with lesson number 8. I hope that today has been informative. I hope that you guys go home. Actually, you're at home. Stay home or go wherever your drums are and play these shuffles, play this Latin groove, or excuse me, play this Afro-Cuban groove, play this Brazilian groove, and play those rock grooves. I'll be back next week with some more beats. Appreciate you guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties today. Have a great one. Thanks, NGO Radio Terra, for having me. Next week.